So good morning, students. Today we will discuss about Agile model. It is one of the software development lifecycle model. The meaning of Agile is swift or versatile. Swift means quick or fast, and versatile means active. The meaning of Agile is the fast, quick, or active. Agile process model refers to a software development approach based on iterative development. This agile process model, it refers to a software development approach. How to develop the software based by using this agile process model, which is based on the iterative development. That means we can perform different iterations, right? Agile method break task into smaller iterations or parts do not directly involve long-term planning. This agile model is a agile method. It breaks down the task into simple iterations, simple cycles. Okay, it will break down each and every task into smaller iterations. The project scope and requirements are laid down at the beginning of development process. Here in the Agile model, the process scope and the requirements, whatever the requirements that are given by the customer, are laid down only at the beginning of the development process. The plans regarding the number of iterations, the the duration and the scope of each iteration are clearly defined in advance. Okay, just we are preparing the plans. This plans contains the number of iterations that are required and the duration for each iteration and the scope of each iteration are clearly defined in advance in Agile process model. See here, this is the diagram for Agile software development model. Here, this is the starting point where we can start the initial project. Then go to the first phase, that is planning. After that, we can go to another phase that is called as requirement analysis phase. From this phase, we can go to another phase that is design phase. After that, go to the development phase. Once after developing the code will be forwarded to testing department. The testing department here will perform the testing on the given code. Then we have to find out the errors. Suppose if there are no errors, the code is accepted. Then the code releases to the market. Suppose if there are errors, it is not accepted. Then go to the planning phase again. Then one iteration is completed. Then go for another iteration. Again from planning to requirements, then requirements to design, and design to development. Once after the development, again sent to testing. And once again it is tested. If there are no errors, just it released. Otherwise, again go back to the planning phase and start the second iteration. This process continues, right, until the code does not have any errors, right? This is how different phases are involved in the Agile model, right? So these are the phases of Agile model. First one is requirements gathering. In this phase, you must define the requirements. You should explain business opportunities and plan the time and efforts needed to build the project. Here the requirements gathering. That means we can gather the requirements from the customer very clearly, because the team members can understand the requirements very clear. Then only they are able to complete the project in an efficient way. So that understanding the requirements is very important. So here in the first stage, we have to collect all the requirements, and we must define the requirements. We should explain the business opportunities and plan the time and effort needed to build the project. Here in this first phase, we have to explain what are the various business opportunities, and we have to plan the time, how much time that are required, right, to build the project, and what efforts needed. What are the different efforts that are needed to complete this particular project. All these are defined in the first phase, that is requirement gathering phase. Second one is design the requirements. When you have identified the project, work with stakeholders to define the requirements. Here in the design the requirements, in this phase, we can work with the stakeholders, that are nothing but customers, to define the requirements very clearly. Already we discussed, we have the clear knowledge about the requirements, then only the team can able to work in an efficient way, so that can work with the stakeholders to define the requirements clearly. We can use the use flow diagrams or high level UML diagrams. The design phase itself contains, we have to design the project by using some flow charts or the UML diagram, that is Unified Modeling Language diagrams. These UML diagrams show the work of new features, and it also show how it will apply to your existing system, right? So there are different types of UML diagrams, right? You can draw all the diagrams, all the designs here in the design phase. Then go to the next phase, that is construction and iteration phase. When the team defines the requirements, the work begins. Whenever the team members define the requirements. So these are the requirements that are required by the customer. Once the team members will define all the requirements very clear, then the actual work starts. The designers and developers start working on their project. Once we get the clarity about the requirements, automatically the designers and the developers will start working on their project, which aims to deploy a product into the client's environment, right? The product that will undergo various stages of improvement. Whatever we are developed, that product or the project will undergo various stages of improvement. To get more improvement, it will undergo through different stages. So it includes simple and minimum functionality. Next one is testing. In the testing phase, already we discussed, the testing means we have to perform testing on the code. Then only we can identify the bugs and the risk. Here in the testing phase, the quality assurance team examines or identifies the product performance, how the product is working, whether the product will meet the customer requirements or not, whether it is working fine or not, and looks for the bugs, whether they are looking for identify the bugs, right? This is what that is happening in the testing phase. And the next one is deployment phase. In this phase, the team issues a product for the user's work environment. Already we discussed that the deployment is nothing but installing the software. Once the software project is completed, that the team members can install this particular product or the software in the user's work environment, right? Feedback. After releasing the product into the market, the last step is feedback. Once the product is released into the market, the customer can use the product, and he will give the feedback whether the product is working as per their requirements, whether it is working fine or not. They will give the feedbacks. Okay, the development team will receive the feedback about that particular product and works through the feedback. Automatically, the team can receive the feedback from the customer. They will go through the feedback. If there are any problems in the feedback, automatically the team members will give support to the product, right? So these are the different phases that are involved in agile model. So agile testing methods. Here we are using some testing methods in the agile model. It is Scrum, Crystal, Dynamic Software Development Method, Feature Driven Development, Learn Software Development, Extreme Programming. So Scrum is an agile development process focused primarily on ways to manage tasks in team-based development conditions. Scrum, it is a testing method in agile development process. The Scrum, it is mainly focused on the managing the task how can we manage the task, how the task is going to develop, how the task is working. So the main the Scrum is the method, it is the process which focus mainly what are the different ways to manage the task in team-based development conditions. Here there are three roles in it, and these are the responsibilities. Scrum Master. The Scrum can set up the master team and arrange the meetings and remove the obstacles for the process. Obstacles are nothing but obligations or objections. If there are any objections, just they can remove for the process. Next, product owner. The product owner makes the product backlog and prioritizes the delay and is responsible for the distribution of functionality on each repetition. Here, the product owner makes the product backlog. They have to make the product backlogs, and they will prioritize the delay. How much time it is delayed? We can give the priority to which product, how much delay it can be. Okay, and it is responsible for distribution of functionality. Right. The Scrum team. The team manages its work and organizes the work to complete the cycle. Here, this Scrum team, it will manages all the work and it organizes. That organizes are nothing but making in the systematical manner, right? The work to complete to complete the particular cycle. That is one cycle, right? Next, extreme programming. This is another testing method. This type of methodology is used when customers are constantly changing demands or requirements. Right, extreme programming, it is the type of method which is used whenever the customers are changing the requirements or requesting the requesting to change the requirement constantly and frequently. Then this extreme programming method is used when they are not sure about the system performance. Right. That means the customer is not sure about the system performance, that they are trying to change the requirements, right? At the time we can use this method. Crystal method. There are three concepts of this method. One is charactering, cyclic delivery, and wrap up. The first one is charactering. Multiple activities are involved in this phase, such as making development team, performing feasibility analysis, and developing plans, etc. Charactering. This is the concept of crystal method. Here, this charactering is the concept which is meant for multiple activities. Right. What are the multiple activities that are involved in this phase? What are the various multiple activities? One is making development team, performing feasibility analysis. Feasibility study is nothing but clearly understanding or clearly study the requirements, and we have to analyze the requirements, and developing plans, etc. Right. Cyclic delivery. Under this cyclic delivery, two more cycles are there. One is team updates the release plan, and second one is integrated product delivers to the users. Right. These are the two cycles. And next one is wrap up. According to the user environment, this phase performs deployment and post deployment. Right. According to the user environment, that is user's place, we have to deploy the product in the user environment, or post deployment. Right. Deployment is nothing but installing the particular product or the software in the customer's environment. Right. That is about the crystal method. Next one is dynamic software development method. DSDM is an rapid application development strategy for software development and gives an agile project distribution structure. DSDM is called as rapid, quick application development strategy for developing the software very quickly and gives an agile project distribution structure. The main features of DSDM are the users must be actively connected. The users must be connected very actively, and the teams have been given the right to make decisions. That all the team members have given the rights to make to make the good decisions about the particular project. The techniques that are used in DSDM are time boxing, Moscow rules, and prototyping. These are the different techniques that are used in DSDM. And the DSDM project consists of 7 stages. Following are the different stages that are involved in DSDM. Pre-project, feasibility study, business study, functional model iteration, design and build iteration, implementation, and post-project. Pre-project means uh, before the project begins, we'll gather the details of the particular project. Feasibility study is nothing but the clear study about the requirements of the customer. Business study, we have to study about the business, right? How, which model or which strategy that are followed for developing a project and all. That the business study. The functional model iteration, right? How, what is the functionality of the project? Design and build iterations. We can design the flow charts or diagrams and build the iterations and build the iterations. The next implementation is nothing but actual coding. After, next one is post project, right? So these are the 7 stages that are involved in DSDM projects. Feature driven development. This method focuses on designing and building. Feature driven development, it is the method which mainly focuses on designing and building features, right? In contrast to other smart methods, FDD describes the small steps of the work that should be obtained separately per function. When compared to other methods, right, this feature driven development method is different, right? Which describes the small steps of the works. It always describes about the small steps of the work, how the work is how work can be done, that should be obtained separately per function. This is about the feature driven development. And next one is learn software development. Learn software development methodology follows the principle. This method will follow a principle that is called as just in time production. That is the principle. In time production, that means within the stipulated time we have to produce the product into the market. That is the main principle that are followed by the lean software development. The lean method indicates the increasing speed of software development. The main motto of this method is to increase the speed of software development and reducing the cost of the project, right? This lean development can be summarized in 7 phases. Those are eliminating waste, amplifying learning, defer commitment, early delivery, empowering the team, building integrity, and optimize the whole. So these are the 7 phases that can be summarized in a lean development model, right? And next we discussed about advantages of agile model. Uh, it is frequently delivered. That means delivery. We can deliver the project or the product very frequently without any time delay. Face-to-face communication with clients. An efficient design and fulfill the business requirements. Here in this agile model, the design is very efficient and it fulfills all the business requirements. At any time, the changes are acceptable. Right, in the agile model, if the customer wants any changes, it can be acceptable at any time. That means that even though at the middle of the project, it can accept the changes of customer. It reduces total development time. Right, these are the advantages. Next, go for the disadvantages of agile model. Due to the shortage of formal documents, it creates confusion and crucial decisions taken throughout various phases and can be misinterpreted at any time by different team members. So once the product is completed, we have to develop the formal documents. The document contains everything about the particular project. Suppose due to shortage of formal document, that is the document is not available, then it will create the confusion and crucial decisions taken through various phases can be misinterpreted. Because of lack of formal documents, it leads confusion and uh, whatever the decisions that are taken that may misinterpreted at any time, right, by different team members. And the next point is due to lack of proper documentation. Once the project completes and the developers allotted to another project, maintenance of the finished project can become difficulty. That means if you are not preparing the document in the effective manner, suppose the document is not there. Once the project is completed and the developer is allotted to the another project, he is not there in the current project. Once after the product is released to the customer, right? If you want to perform provide some service or maintenance to the customer, it is becomes very difficult because the developer is not there in this team. He is assigned to another team. Suppose at the stage, if proper documentation is there, the customer can go through the document, right? In that cases, it becomes very difficult to maintain the product, right? So these are the disadvantages of agile model. Okay, thank you. Then we will discuss the next model in the next class. Thank you.